Coming up on Mental Health Marty. Listen, I need y'all to come celebrate with me, my sister from another mister, none other than Brit Morris and My Legacy House. Stay tuned. What's up, everybody? Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's me, it's your boy, it's Mental Health Marty, and we are coming to you, as always, live and in living color in Southern California, where the sun is always shining. Now, I don't know what's going on the East Coast. Listen, I feel bad for y'all out there in that sub-zero weather, but it was like 77 degrees. I'm not bragging. It's just when you live on the West Coast, we just the best coast, baby. And we'll come and visit y'all in the spring after the snow has melted, because I can't deal with that any longer. But we hope that everyone, on a serious note, we hope everyone is staying safe, that you're warm, that you are definitely have sheltered in with, I'm not bragging, no brag, just blessed. That's it. No brag, just blessed. And everything. But we hope that you all are staying warm and staying and get all the necessary support that you need during these times. Times are tough right now. The weather is brutal. But as always, we want you to remain healthy and strong, because that's exactly who we are all about in the Mental Health Marty Show. So just as a reminder, what the Mental Health Marty Show is all about is bringing you psychoeducation on your mental wellness. Now, we are not therapists. We are not your mental health professionals. We are mental health advocates wanting everyone to be well. And so the purpose of this show is to have healthy conversations of what it looks like. So, Miss Tanya, thank you for always being a major supporter of Mental Health Marty. Hope that you are doing well and you had a great week. And in that, we don't want to be ever a replacement, but we are a supplement. We help you along the way so that you have other outlets to talk about what mental health looks like. Are you going to see your therapist? Are you seeing your psychiatrist? Are you seeing your psychologist? Are you seeing your behavioral specialist? Are you seeing your life coach? Are you seeing your pastor? All these things help us to heal individuals, strengthen families, and grow communities, because we have to stick together as a body. So if you're experiencing any type of mental health crisis, please go to your nearest urgent care, dial 911, and listen, get the necessary help you need. Don't continue to secretly suffer in silence in the shadow of shame, but we want you to speak up, speak out, and live. That's what it's all about. So let us know you're out here listening, where you're listening from. Call your mama, call your brother, your sister, your uncle, everybody else. Tell them to get on the show, because I am so excited to have, she really is a sister, y'all. And she is working so hard. Listen, I think we have to celebrate the great work that so many of us are doing out in the community, the grassroots work, the work that no one else tends to celebrate, the hard work to make sure that we are healthy, that we are strong, that we are given resources. And I met Brit probably during the pandemic, and I met her for the first time at her mother's wake. And it was beautiful. And she had the nerve to give me an award last year. And I am still so eternally grateful for that award. It sits at my office because I brag about it and I let them know, listen, Brit Morris and My Legacy House, they are nothing to play with. And if you're looking for an amazing organization to partner with, to be a part of, I personally endorse, not that my endorsement means anything, but I just want Brit and My Legacy House to know how much I love, appreciate, and support them. So without any further ado, she loves us so much that she pulled over and wanted to make sure she had a safe space to be at. And she normally is at home doing this with all the lights, camera, action, but she loves us and Mental Health Marty so much that she pulled over. So can we give a Mental Health Marty a round of applause, welcome, and all that great stuff to none other than the founder herself, Miss Brit Morris. Brit!
Hi. Hi, Danny. Danny, Lord Marty.
Yes,
I just, I
yes,
just, I just had you know Danny Morrison.
yes.
I just had a conversation with him, so I'm like, "Hi, Danny." Nope, you're not Danny. Hi, Marty.
Brit, happy New Year. How's
Happy New
everything
Year.
going?
It's going. It's so busy. Just so many things, so many wonderful things happening
Yes.
ever since, ever since we started, we
Yeah.
founded in 2020, but definitely ever
Wow.
since last year at the gala, and just it's like we just keep catapulting ourselves forward. Of course, a lot of that is attributed to you and your organization. So
Listen.
I'm just happy to be here, excited. I'm tired, but
Yes. You've
I'm
been
out here.
and driving for 15 hours and enjoy. But Britt, you are so remarkable and your whole family legacy. I just love you guys, and I'm a part of the family anyway. And I am going to clear some time. Let me get through this doctoral program.
Yes.
I'm at the halfway
Yeah,
point.
that's more important. That's take care of that. I'm always gonna be here. I'm
Ooh.
always gonna be hungry. We can get food anytime.
No. We got to get some food. We got to get some food
Right, right,
and
right.
have some wonderful. I love it. Some wonderful bourbon and just cheers to life and everything. But for those who may not know who you are, I can't believe people don't even know who you are. But it's possible. The small percentage that really doesn't know who you are and what My Legacy House is all about. Can you tell us again who Miss Brit Morris is and My Legacy House?
Absolutely. Well, thank you. There are a lot of people who don't know who I am, but that's all right. So I'm the founder of the Morris Young Legacy House Incorporated. We're a nonprofit that provides holistic mental health to non-crisis individuals
Yes.
in Los Angeles County and beyond, but mainly Southern California. We do have some national clients and some international clients
Yes.
because we were founded during the pandemic. So everything was about 80% virtual until
Right.
we were allowed to be outside and amongst the people. But what we do is we believe that that life skills is a paramount portion of your mental health. And if you
Yes.
improve your life skills, so that's money management, time management, interpersonal relationships, it runs the gamut. Like there are so many life skills, but if you balance out your life skills, your mental health tends to follow. But because we know
Yes.
that's not the end all be all, the people who are enrolled in our free programming our free programming.
Free. I'm like my boy preheat.
Right,
Lavelle,
right.
yes, yes,
Yes,
yes. And so
yes.
y'all's gonna be free
Free
program.
programming. What they do is they go to our website, mylegacyhouse.org, and they apply to get a mentor or to be a mentor.
Yes,
So they get a mentor assigned to them, or they get assigned to a person to be their mentor for a
yes,
year, and they tap in with them very consistently throughout that whole year. And while they are actively enrolled, so both mentor and mentee, so while
right.
they're both actively in that mentorship relationship, we pay for them to each have therapy, physical fitness training, and nutrition education, life coaching,
I
spiritual
love it.
advisement throughout that year that they are enrolled and actively volunteering for in our My Queens and Warriors program. And so
Yes,
it's a good faith effort. So I have my checks and balances, so I'll know if people are coming are checking in with their
yes,
mentors. And if as long as they do that, we pay for the year. We've got partnerships with a therapist, with psychologists, with psychiatrists.
yes,
It runs the gamut, and then nationally certified physical fitness trainers, so, and life
yes.
coaches. So I'm excited that people are steadily enrolling. I have to wait list some people because
Wow.
we need more mentors, so more
Yes.
volunteers, and
But
so we
Daryl,
wanted to
put Cassandra's
incentivize that.
comment back up. Cassandra, listen, let me tell you something. Brit is absolutely, yes, that's good life skills. And then she says, oh, I need this. You're right. It is amazing program. And to meet Brit and her team is absolutely remarkable. Now, I'm working on my 2028 Olympic body. And
Okay, you starting early.
yeah. I got to start early. I'm working on my 2028 Olympic body. Tell the Rocket Man I'm gonna need some working out and all that.
I got you. He will definitely. That's our lead mentor. Shout out to Josh A. Rocket. He's been with us since
Yes,
our founding. And when I tell you that the journey, 6 years, we've
Yes.
been growing and compounding each year. It's just so
Yes.
amazing to me, the heart on the volunteers, and then
Yes.
the humility and the openness of the people who sign up to get a mentor, not because they're in crisis, because we don't deal in crisis. If you're in crisis, actively in crisis, or you feel like there's nothing that you can do, text or dial 988, and you will get
That's
the
right.
services that are not necessarily sending the police to you, but
Right.
988 for mental health crises. If there are violent or criminal
Right.
associations with the situation or the emergency, dial 911. Don't be afraid. We need to keep each other safe,
That's
but
right.
988
9 8.
text or call.
Yeah,
But I'm just so excited.
I'm sorry, I'm excited too. You say something very valuable, and we have negated the importance of having mentors in our lives, especially as Black men. You know, we are told, you know, kind of suck it up, don't let anyone see you sweat, and you got this. And sometimes we don't got this, and we need sometimes help. Let me tell you something. I'm getting a new mental health therapist myself. I have
Yes,
a life coach. I have an executive coach. I have a writing coach for this doctoral program. When I
I
say I
love
got so
it.
many coaches, I got my executive assistant who keeps me. I need all of those things just to keep my sanity, so
You
that
know
you
what's
could.
interesting, Marty?
Uh-huh.
You said you mentioned, men not, kind of feeling they have to keep it all together. What's so
Right.
interesting is that the most effective feedback and the most impactful feedback that I get from my programs comes from the men who have enrolled in our
Yes.
program. They are the most engaged. They stay engaged well past them being enrolled.
Yes.
I get such good feedback about how they've been helped and how their life has kind of gone to the next level. The women are great, right? The
Yes.
women, we gonna, hey, give me some help, give me some help, give me some help all day
But
long.
women are taught that early in life to ask for help, where men, we are taught the opposite. We are
Got
told
to
to
swallow
shut
it and
up.
keep it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Bottle it up. And we have that, what I call
Mm-hmm.
that Coca-Cola syndrome, where we're imploding first and then we
Mm-hmm.
explode. So by the time we get to exploding level, we've already killed ourselves and killed our own
Yes.
self-esteem with that.
Mm-hmm.
Daryl, go back to Dr. Jonathan. Can listen, first of all, Dr. Jonathan Davis. I'm trying to grow up and be like
Doctor.
you, my brother. And Jonathan was following us back in the pandemic. And shout out to this amazing young man, this brother who got his doctorate. And I feel like Mental Health Marty has been alongside his journey. And I'm so proud of him. And I think we have to learn to celebrate the accomplishments of so many of us and stop being jealous about it. So, Dr. Davis, I'm trying to follow your footsteps, my brother. And thank you for leading that and encouraging us to go back and seek education and seek training, seek certifications, seek whatever. And I think that, and not I think, I know that my legacy house is a great
Excuse
stepping
me.
stone. Bless you for that,
Thank you.
because of everything that you guys offer and all of that. Britt, share with us some of your amazing success stories that, or maybe even a story that has touched your heart, that you get to be a part of this amazing legacy that you have helped create and found.
Well, okay, so last year we were awarded a grant to facilitate a youth-facing
Hmm.
cohort of our program. We did a 10-week cohort with
Yes.
5 young men. I wanted to start with young men. I champion men. I champion men of all ages. I absolutely believe that men are the cornerstones of our communities, and that
Hmm.
without you guys,
Thank
we are
you.
nothing. We are rubbish.
Thank
And
you.
so of course, I was so excited to have these young men enroll in our program, where each Saturday they were stuck with me on the Saturdays, right? And
But
and I wanted
that's
that.
not a bad problem to have, Britt. Not
Well,
at all.
Oh, I thank you, Marty. But I wanted them to, because all of their other service providers. So we had Elias Ellis as their
Mhm.
therapist. He's an amazing therapist.
Yes.
We had Dwayne Lee Jr., who was their physical fitness trainer. They had male mentors and
Hmm.
male service providers. So I wanted them to also have a healthy balance of having a feminine presence who was
Yes.
not just somebody they were chasing, but somebody that they could also learn from and be
Yes.
nurtured by. And so that I will never forget week 3.
Hmm.
One of the young men told me that he thanked me for seeing them, for making them
Mm.
feel like they mattered. And
Mm.
listen, when I tell you that I wasn't crying, they was crying, I was crying. Because I felt like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. It was one of those like spirit
Yes.
filled
Yes.
heating up. And I was just like, I was talking to my dad. Shout out PJ Morris. He's our
Whoop.
executive director. And
Pops is
I
all
just
right with me.
listen, he's all right with a lot of people, but he
Yes.
be
Pops be
and I told him
clean.
he be trying. He takes showers and stuff. And but yeah, but no, like I was explaining to my dad like
Yeah.
how that felt to be impactful like that. And he understood. He said, that you are Auntie Brit now for them.
Yes.
And they all called me on New Year's right after the ball drop. They all individually called me. They've
Wow.
asked me to write letters of recommendation because, one
Wow.
of them wants to start a nonprofit. One of them wants to start a charm school because he wants, his words, little boys from the hood to realize they can grow up and they can be classy and they can be professional and they can be
Yes.
successful. And I was just so impressed with all of them. All so different, but all so special in a way that needed to be uncovered. And so I really know, shout out to them.
Yes.
And I just thank God that we were able to get that pilot going, because now I know, okay, open up the doors and extend the services to not just, the 18 and up, but I can go specialize. And that's exactly what I plan to do in 2026 and moving forward.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Courtenay, hey, what's going on, darling? We got a question. When is your what's your next cohort? And how can people be involved?
So what we can do is I can set up a fundraiser to have the community help us fund the next cohort. And so it's really going to be about when funding comes through, when we're able to sustain a 10-week curriculum, and then having people interested. So I never put
How much do
carts
you need
before
for
horses.
so talk to me about what funding looks like. What's that wonderful magic number that you need?
So for one cohort for 5 young men, it's $5,000.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
the minimum that I can start another cohort and have five young men who are interested. I'll open it up to young women. I just don't want to mix the two because they get kind of
Right.
distracted when they're mixed. So whichever one it is, and follow us on our Instagram because that's where we communicate the most, or you can get on our email list. But I'll do a female cohort or a male cohort, and we keep that party going. But we just need the
Well,
support to
Mental
be able
Health
to do
Marty will
it.
give you 1,000 towards that first cohort on the towards that 5,000, so
Oh,
that we
I
can
love
make
that,
sure.
Marty.
Yes,
Yes, thank
because
you.
that's what it's about. And I know. Listen, now I'm gonna go shake some trees and everything because and call folks and say we need a cohort now, Britt. Now, if you need a space, we'll talk later because I got a Montebello office now too, right
Ooh,
there, and
talk
we
to me
got
now.
a full space upstairs that you can use and on weekends and all that. Then we'll have our computer lab and all these other things, meeting spaces and kick it and
Amazing.
call office space. So we're all about giving back to the community and how we could do
Amazing.
that and that. So yes, we'll talk offline about that. But Mental Health
Yes.
Marty will definitely give $1,000 towards that. Listen, I think my mama should be watching, and so I'm gonna shake her down for a couple hundred, and
There you
then
go.
we'll.
Hey,
Listen,
mama.
yes, we're gonna shake a whole lot of people there. Mac in the back, you got 50 cent, you got 50 on it, you got 5 on it at least. But we have to. This speaks to another thing that I would love to talk about is because organizations such as yours, we're talking about community-based organizations. We often have to raise our own money, And the work we want to do is great, but like you said, we can't do the work without money.
Yeah,
And
and to that point, I was so happy. One of your two of your co-honorees for the housewarming gala for 2025,
right.
Tabitha and Chance Brown, they're major supporters of my Legacy House, and they funded a cohort. They donated. They always do every year they donate, but they funded a cohort. They are phenomenal individuals, phenomenal as individuals, phenomenal as a couple, and just the
Yes.
impact that they are having. I've known them for a very long time, and they are just amazing people. So I want to shout out to Tabitha and
Yes.
Chance Brown, because they do the work. They're not just, out there living their best life. They're trying to help
Exactly.
other people live their best lives as well.
Okay, I can tell you now. Can I say at that gala, I was like starstruck. I was like, oh my God, that's Tabitha Chance. That's Tabitha Chance.
That is so funny.
I
love that.
I was starstruck.
But you were one of the honorees, so
That's
like
okay.
people were starstruck from you.
Oh please. I was starstruck from them, like, oh my God, here's Tabitha Chance. Oh my God, that's Tabby.
They are the humblest. They are so humble and so personable.
Yes.
Like it's not even a thing. They're just like, what? I got in trouble because I bought Tabitha's books and Tabitha and Chance's fragrances to raffle at the event. And I got yelled at by Tabitha, like, girl, don't you do that. You tell me what you need. And I'm like, okay, like just so humble and just servant hearts and all of that. But shout out to Tammy Mack and Danny Morrison, which is why I got talked about it earlier.
Yes.
The other honorees as well, because of their phenomenal work in the community.
That's right.
I love the partnerships and the friendships that have flourished through my Legacy House and before it, because Tammy was before my Legacy House, and she was my first interview. She was like, my first day that I launched our first live.
Right.
She was like, call the radio station, girl. I was like, yes, ma'am.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
So I'm just so blessed to have such amazing friends, you included, Marty, because you guys are the reason why we keep on being able to service people, and everything starts at home. So you guys have been my home, and I love it.
That's the thing. That's what I was waiting for. Everything starts at home. That's so important, because in a time when the whole notion of home has been lost and not even valued any longer. That's what I love about this whole My Legacy House. Everything starts at home. And you really talk to us more about where that developed from and why that is such an important, it's not a tagline, it's a lifeline. That lifeline that you give us is why that matters so much.
Well, so I love being at home. I've always loved being at home. My family has been amazing. My mother passed in 2022, and she was such an integral figure for me. She was my mirror, and my father is the best dad in the world. Like, I have the best relationship with my parents. And my father always says everything starts with a conversation. And I feel like everyone, no matter where you come from, no matter what kind of home you come from, everything you are and everything that you will be starts right there. And so you have the opportunity to change it, to continue and enhance it, to turn it around. You have it in your ability, but you do need support sometimes. And it doesn't always come in the form of an emergency.
Right.
And so when we built my Legacy House, we wanted to instill and remind people that no matter where you come from, no matter what kind of home you had, everything started there. And if you can glean from that some valuable aspects, then you're going to be more than fine moving forward. Your health is going to be intact, and so is your community.
I love that. Because especially for people who may not, you're creating a safe space. Not just a physical safe space, but a psychological safe space. And I'm loving that, because that's a term that really is, we're hearing a lot, psychological safety. Dr. Oh, shoot. Why can't I,
give me a hint.
From understanding Black mental health. Walker. Dr.
Okay,
Walker,
okay.
yes, yes, yes. It escaped me. She talks about having the psychological fortitude today,
Mm,
and that it's okay to say, I just don't have the psychological fortitude to deal with the situation, or my home did not provide a safe space for me. And when
mm,
in this time, especially in this political climate, this world, the world is changing so. And in this world we're living in, when so many people are not feeling safe to walk in the streets, not feeling safe at home, not feeling safe at work, and I dare to say, not even feeling safe in houses of worship, you know.
mm,
Thank you for being that safe space for us, that sometimes we didn't know that our hearts needed healing to the depth that
mm.
it did. And I just applaud you and the entire team for creating those safe spaces for us to, for men to be heard, for men to be seen, and that is so important. So again, I salute you for the amazing work that you're doing, and that, isn't it funny when you become, you, I've been Uncle Marty now for so long that I'm like, I'm just like, I'm just everybody's unc. But isn't it funny how when you become in that auntie role and your
Listen,
auntie
I
Brit,
turned 40 last year, so at the gala was my 40th. I turned
yes,
40 and I instantly became everybody's auntie. And I was like, I kind of like this though. Like
yes,
I woke up on my 40th and I said, you know what? I think I might have arrived. And so I love it. I have
oh, you're still a
no
baby,
illusions. I have no I have no illusions about
right,
being a young woman, right?
right.
I don't want to run the streets. I want to go home, put on a onesie, right? Pop some
Right.
popcorn, binge watch something.
Thank
Like
you. And the safety at home. Why? Because everything begins at home. It begins at
absolutely.
home. Yes,
Absolutely.
that's amazing, Britt, and how you're doing that, and why you're doing that. So, for those who may not know, you know, My Legacy House is your nonprofit that you do, but baby, they don't need to mess with Britt either, because Britt can shoot a pistol and listen, I did not know that you were a peace officer for the longest. And then when I saw you in uniform, I said, oh, hold on. I got to salute this black woman for doing
Oh,
her
thank you.
job, because she can put one in my behind if I don't come correct.
I
So
would not do that.
I know that. You come from a legacy. Your mother was a part of the LAPD and everything. Can we just,
My father
I,
too.
yeah, your father too, yes, and all that, and
Hmm.
and all of, can and I salute your family, because a lot of times we don't get to have conversations with those who look like us, who are in blue, and everyone in blue is not against the community, and I love to help dispel that. What called you? Because I think it's a calling when you're in the. So what was your kind of, I don't even call it a push, but why become a
Can I
police
can
officer?
I be honest? Can I keep it a
Please.
buck, as the
Yes.
children say?
Yes.
They were hiring.
I'm trying to be all deep. You're like, baby, they were
I know,
hiring. They're just gonna give
because
me a
I was like,
paycheck.
oh, it ain't deep. I
And look,
grew
you can
up.
pass a background check.
Yeah, I mean, I was fresh out of college. My background was so squeaky clean. My parents' neighbors, because my parents had moved while I was in
Hmm.
college, and so when I got home after graduating, and I had applied and everything, my background investigator said that our neighbors did not know my parents had children.
Right. Wow.
So it was just kind of like, okay, I got in quickly, and I was right after graduation. I played ball at San Jose State University. Shout out
Uh-huh.
Spartans. And I mean, as soon as I got back, I was like, okay, I need to be a productive member of society. I don't know why I thought that. I just I should have taken my time like everybody else does. But I wanted to provide. I wanted to be
Right.
impactful,
Right.
and they were hiring at the time. And the industry that I wanted to go in was not.
Hmm.
And so I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll do this until I do something else. And that was 19 years ago.
Well, listen,
So
you too vested now. It's like, yeah.
listen, I got too much behind me,
Right,
and
right.
not too much in front of me. So I no, y'all stuck with
Hmm.
me for a little bit.
Yes, yes. So okay, tell the truth and help somebody. I know that's right. We telling the truth.
Sometimes it's not deep, right? I'm a firm believer and blooming where you're planted. A lot
That's
of my
right.
mentorship that I provide,
That's
people are
right.
upset or dissatisfied with where they are in their lives.
Right.
And it's not always about hitting the home run, right? Everybody
Hmm.
can't be the pro athlete, everybody can't be the rapper, everybody
Hmm.
can't be all the things that we see, right?
Hmm.
But what we can do is that no matter where we are planted, whether it's in the fire department, the police department, whether it's in government, whether it's a gas station attendant, you bloom where you are planted, and you are able to provide, whether it's shade, whether it's food, whether it's
Hmm.
nourishment, whether it is just, peace and tranquility. You're able to, hi baby.
She said, "Hi, Tony."
Hi.
Listen,
No.
I know my shadow.
I
She
love
called
it.
herself creeping in. I'm like, girl, come on, because you're already in here now.
Okay, get
Listen,
in
she
here
asked me,
because you need
can
to
I
know
have
it.
right? Tell me, can I have my own show? No, no, you're not old enough. We'll talk about
I
that
love
later.
it. I
Okay.
love it.
Okay. Now, thank you. Wave goodbye.
Bye, Tony.
But that's so great. And how was it? Your mother and your father, they have these huge hearts. And when I went to your mother's memorial service, I told you, I shared this all the time. I got mad because I'm
Yes, you
like,
did.
I did. So thank you for your service, and whoop whoop for parents being in law enforcement. My dad is retired from military police, city
Oh, he
police,
did a
and federal police.
trifecta.
Right,
Thank
Dr.
you,
Thomas,
Dr.
Dr.
Davis's
Davis.
parent,
Yes,
daddy. Dr. Davis's daddy. Thank you.
yes, yes.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Your mother had touched so many lives. And I got to the service, I said, I'm just going to kind of come in. I'm not going to know anyone. I'm going to come in late because, and then I'm going to leave early and all that. Make sure Brit sees me and her family and all that. And I got in there and knew half the room. I'm like,
It was a
well,
reunion.
it was. And then I got mad. I'm like, well, how did y'all experience her? And I didn't get a chance to experience her because if she's that wonderful, I got cheated.
You did get cheated. I'm gonna keep it a bug with you. You did get
Yes.
cheated. What's so interesting is when my mother passed, and I told my sister and my father, I said, now when we talk about her to people, they're gonna think we're exaggerating
Right.
based on how she was and what she
Hmm.
did. And at her memorial, I was so jacked up. By the time we got to the entrance to come in, I grabbed my dad. I was like, Daddy, nobody's gonna be here because I didn't tell anybody that today was the day. And we turned the corner. There was 400 people in
Right.
the space, 300 on
I was
Zoom.
standing in the back
I
against the
was like,
wall.
who told everybody that we were gonna be here today? I was so messed up. That was my
Listen,
queen.
but that speaks to the life and legacy. By the time we get to that part of our life, nobody should have to say anything because the room spoke for it. And I
Mm-hmm.
found myself getting emotional myself because my heart went out to you because I could tell how much you and your family are so, 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 so close. And that she was a cancer survivor at the time and all these other things. And having my best friend have cancer this year at stage, by the time he was at stage 4. And Brit, that's how you know the power of God. Listen, let me tell you something. He was at stage 4 with 3 cancers in one, a form of prostate, a form of breast, and then a glandular cancer that had got into his lungs and everything
Wow.
as well. And I felt helpless, absolutely helpless. And I didn't know whether to cry or to be angry or to crack jokes or what have you. And didn't know how to be there as a friend. And so after all that, he went to Hope Hospital in Chicago. They did this new stem cell replacement and everything. Can I say he has less than 4% cancer in his body now?
Praise God.
It,
Oh
it,
my
it, it's
goodness.
it's it is so just and so, but cancer has affected so many of our families,
Hmm.
and the ups and downs with it and everything. So I just salute your family for living through that, and your mom was just so brave and how she managed, and from your stories, just keeping you guys encouraged and so forth, and yeah, so this everything you do makes so much sense. It
I
really does.
appreciate that. I
It
appreciate that.
does. And
Yeah,
she's beautiful, and without knowing her, I see her in you
I
so
love
much.
that. I love that because I was so disappointed thinking that everybody that I met going forward after she passed would never get to meet her. Shout out Captain Tia Morris. Shout out PJ
Yes,
Detective PJ Morris. But
yes,
my mother was the fifth black a fifth black female captain on the LAPD history, and we were the first nuclear family to serve
wow,
simultaneously in the
right,
history of the department. So I'm very proud of my heritage in terms of my city of Los Angeles. I was born and raised here,
yes,
and all of that, but I'm very proud of how my family has served. We serve,
yes,
it's community first. It's always
yes,
been, and it's always been about family and about helping people. And so I'm just so grateful that I was able to serve alongside my parents, and then once they
yes,
retired, I was able to continue trying to plant seeds and trying to bloom at every place that I was planted, no matter how small or insignificant that space seemed. And that's what I would love for everybody to take. If you don't know nothing about me or don't remember anything about me after tonight, just remember to bloom where you are planted, because you
yes.
never know what life you're saving, what life you're enriching. You don't know what you are doing. That ripple effect is going to cascade around the world and through the universe, and you may never ever see the
That's
effect that you
right.
have, but you are making the world better by blooming.
Yes, I know y'all show some love for Britt, because y'all see why she's my sister from another mister. I just love her to death, because it's rare today that you find genuine people who don't mean harm, who ain't trying to get over on you, who ain't trying to sucker run you or nothing like that, but just really caring about the community, caring about us growing right where we're planted, caring to make a difference in your family structure, in the your community structure, in the world structure. And that is why, listen, you ask for anything, I'm gonna be break my neck trying to get it to you, what have you, because you're doing such amazing work.
Well,
S-
I always thank you for your support, because you did help a lot of the people, a lot of our clients and everything during the fires last
yeah,
year.
that's what
You
we're supposed to
provided
do.
so many, gift cards so they could have the essentials, and you, I mean, you came running over to my office like, here, take
Yes,
these, So
yes.
I thank you. I thank you.
Awesome. Jeff, how are you, baby? Listen, good to see you,
Hi,
Jeff.
Jeff.
Yes. But Britt, that's what we're supposed to do. In times of crises, we're supposed to show up differently. And I trust you, and I knew that you were able to get these gift cards, and it wasn't much. And we wanted to make sure we could do our small part. We only gave $10,000. I wish we could have given more, but we were able to get those gift cards out. I knew you would get them to the right families and those who needed it, and just having pulse with the community is so important. So thank you for, on our behalf, delivering those and making sure they got into the right hands, because we know that so many companies try to use and take advantage of our people in times of despair and distraught. But
Absolutely.
your heart is there. So, okay, let's dream. Let's dream. Let's
Let's.
dream. My new thing is dare to dream. Dare
Okay, I
to
love it.
dream. Yes. So, in your dream, where do you see my legacy house? And if you could ask anyone, what do, how can we support my legacy house?
Well, really, spreading the word about what we're doing, following us on Instagram at My Legacy House LA, joining our email list, just going and looking at
Yes.
mylegacyhouse.org and just seeing what we've got going on in that house, right?
Yes.
But just really just spreading the word is going to help us out. What I would love is to integrate adult reinvention into
Mm,
my legacy house, because we already don't deal in crisis with my
right.
legacy house. But what we also don't really deal with or name is that after a certain age, we'll call it 40 because that's where I'm at. And so I don't
Right.
want anybody to feel triggered. I'm in there too, right? But 40 and up,
I,
psychologically,
I'm on the upside.
but psychologically, in a mental health space and an
Yes.
identity space, we start to have a turning point, and it's not a
Mm-hmm.
decline. A lot of people think it's a decline.
Right.
It's
Oh, that's
not.
good.
It's just that our infrastructures out in the world don't cater to who we are at 40 plus, and we're living longer. People are
Yes.
in the workforce longer. People are out there spending money and doing all the things longer, and we really need infrastructure to help usher us through that bridge. We have going from child to adolescence to adulthood,
Mm-hmm.
and then we all of a sudden everybody wakes up one day and now they're midlife. No, there is also
Right.
another bridge that I would like to kind of close the gap
I
on. And so
love
that's what I'm
that.
working on right now. I'm not saying too much because I don't want to, but
I understand.
I'm just, yeah.
Britt, I love that because I find myself about 7 years ago or almost 8 years ago, my mother moved back in with me. And so there's a lot of multi-generational living that's going on now.
Hmm.
And navigating through that and making sure that one of the biggest blessing was I'm honored that I can have my mother come back and live with me. She has been the biggest blessing. I probably don't act like it all the time, and I got to do a better job of that. I admit I do. And love and appreciate her a lot more because especially having a bonus child, I'm like, I can't get Tony. Can you run by the school and pick her up? Or I'm stuck in a meeting or I'm stuck in traffic. Can you swing by? We got 15 minutes to pick her up before I'm charged late fees and all these. But just having her has been a major blessing. And I think in that area, and then when we have aging adults, what I'm noticing is a lot of, because we are living longer, a lot of people are suffering with dementia. And
Hmm.
how do we help with that? Uh, I love that, Sister Tanya. Right?
There you go, Sister Tanya. Yeah. I love that. I know I do. And I think it's very interesting, the aging, so past midlife, right?
Hmm.
Because I also have it in my dream, if we're daring to dream. I have the full spectrum of life that I have in my mind for my legacy house.
Okay.
I'm working my way. I started in the middle, like 18 and up,
Yes.
but then I'm working my way to the outer skirts. So what I had at the outset in my framing, because I have a whole notebook that if you saw, you'd be like, this woman's crazy.
No, I
But
love it.
but I wanted to establish a reverse mentorship called the Regents. The Regents, so the kings and queens. If people don't really know, like a queen regent or a king regent is a king or queen who has been succeeded by, or their spouse has passed, and so now
Right.
the heir has ascended to the throne, but they were the king or they were the
Yes.
queen, so they're the queen or king regent. So the regents of our communities, that's who I wanted to also send in mentors, but they're reverse mentors. I want the mentors to go in and listen to the stories, listen to
Yes.
whatever the
Yes.
regents wanted to impart. And so yeah, so my dare to dream is like 40 and all the way up.
I
Okay.
love it. I love, because we cannot continue to have this cancel culture where you hit
Correct.
a certain age that people don't have value. And that's the lie that we've told
Mhm.
ourselves because so many 50, 60. Because here's my saying this year, I'm going to be 60 this year, right?
I love it.
So with 60 and 70, there's so much wisdom. And the new retirement age is what, 70, 72, 73?
Yeah, some people will never retire. Some people they kick the can on the job. And so I would say live every day. Don't wait to
Yes.
retire. Don't, if you got a weekend warrior it, okay, cool. But you need to
Right.
find time in your life to live your life before you're not able to move around. You're not able to, have access, because we are living longer. The
Yes.
20th century was about, like, your corporations thought you were going to kick the can at 60, at 65.
Yes.
3 years. 3 years after your retirement, they thought you were going to say bye-bye. But now people are living 30 years past their retirement.
Yes,
And so we really want to start looking at what that looks like on a mental health space, because
that's
they may
right.
not be going to work. They may have been able to retire, but now they got 30 years to do stuff.
Yes.
So
To
that's
travel,
what I'm looking
to
forward to.
mentor. I love that. I
Absolutely.
love that reverse mentor that you're talking about, because there's so much wisdom and finding ways that they can give back. Because when you do that connection, Britt, you're going to be extending lives even longer because there's
Mm.
connection. And when people feel valued, and when people feel just like those young men, seen and heard, you are actually extending the life and even extending the quality of life for individuals. Britt, I love it, and I'm going to be dreaming right along with you. Listen, I'm going to refer my mom to Mom. Are you listening?
Come on, Mama.
to get out there and do some things. But there's so much wisdom that is not being passed down, and that's what I'm excited about. That's what I'm excited about. Wow. So listen, the secret, sleep.
Sleep and whiskey. And
Sleep
whiskey.
Yes. That not Uncle Nearest. Have you been to?
Yes.
She's all right. They tried to destroy my sister, but she came bouncing back.
Absolutely.
I love it. So Britt, and I know I don't want to keep you out in the elements much longer, because you still got to drive home and everything. Share with us one final time of how people can find you, and more importantly, how can we give and support?
So follow at My Legacy House LA on Instagram. We are on Facebook and all that, but we are most active on Instagram. Go to our website, mylegacyhouse.org. Join our email list. Inbox me on Instagram once you get there, and so I know that you saw this, and we'll chat it up. There are so many ways to support, whether you volunteer as a mentor. We need volunteers. We need men and women to volunteer as mentors. I can walk you through what that looks like. Just hit me up, but follow us, mylegacyhouse.org and at mylegacyhouse.la on Instagram, because everything starts at home.
I love that. That is so good. And so we're so excited. Yo, this is, and I'm going to say a call to action, that we find a grassroots, a non-profit, and everything that we give is to My Legacy House is tax donation and tax write-off as well, because she is a nonprofit. So yes. So we have to learn how to give back. I'm amazed that we built more colleges and universities on the pennies, nickels, and dimes of our ancestors, and we make way more money than they did, and we're doing less with the amount of money. So thank you, Officer Brit Morris, for all the wonderful things you bring to our community. I really enjoyed the show. Thank you, Dr. Davis. We appreciate you being a faithful follower of that and of mental health, Marty, and that type of thing. So we're so excited. But Brit, again, I'm pledging definitely $1,000 to help out with that. And if my bookkeeper can squeeze out, I'm trying to see if I can sponsor a whole cohort. But
that would be amazing.
Yes, I'm trying. I hired a bookkeeper this year because I can't do the books anymore. And this
I'm not gonna hold it to you. I'm not gonna hold you to it. I know that your heart is right, and that you can, you will. Yes. Everything is going to happen the way it's supposed to, and it'll flow in due time.
If y'all buy my books, then I can go ahead and give Brit some. So I did a review of my book, Brit.
I need to get that one then.
Chris is sad, so this is the one, and we also have the coloring book that goes along with it.
Oh, I'm about to get that. I'll be coloring.
Yes,
and meditation.
We also have some Chris is sad crayons. Don't play with us.
I'm not playing with you at all. Okay, I quit school because of recess. Okay?
And then coming out this spring, we're also going to be getting our second book out, talking about Raven the Great. And so we're excited about that. And then Tony has her book that's coming out. Sherry told me what she wants in her book. I'm like, I don't even get to write them anymore. They just tell me what they're going to do.
That's my girl.
And that type of things. But Brit, I cannot thank you enough for coming on, sharing with us, and just really telling us and reminding of us all the great things that you are doing. Be encouraged. I'm saying don't stop, because I know you're not going to stop, because we're in this for life. Listen, it's going to take a whole lot to stop us, but I salute the amazing work that you not already have done, but also that you are doing. And I'm in alignment, and I'm going to be dreaming with you on definitely getting these elders and those of us who are above 40 and really showing our worth, because it is amazing what you're doing. And I cannot be so proud enough of you. And I'm honored to be in the same space with you. So thank you again for what you do.
Thank you, Marty.
Please be safe driving home.
I will.
With that. So guys, again, I want to thank Miss Brit Morris for coming on today. With My Legacy House. Please, 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 please support what she's doing and everything she's doing. You will not be disappointed, because she is actively making an active change in the lives of so many young people. And if you need a good cause that you know the money is going, listen, she's not taking a dime. Another of any of her staff is taking a dime towards salaries. It is 100% volunteer work, and every penny and every dollar you give, every $1,000 and $5,000 check and $10,000 check and the $1 million check, I'm speaking it, I see millions coming that way, $1 million check, it is all going into programming to make a difference. Cassandra, please reach out to Brit. She is amazing, fabulous, and all those great things. So and when her next awards banquet and her next gala comes along, guys, we are going to be showing up in full force. Mental Health Marty is already going to be buying a table at that again, because we have to put our money where our mouth is. Talk is cheap. Money says that you support someone. We need your dollars, so give the dollars to My Legacy House if you're looking for a great place to sow a seed and make a difference in the lives of young people. So again, I thank you for joining us on this week's of Mental Health Marty. Next month, we are entering into Black History Month, and I'm going to be bringing back our series, Lord have mercy, I done forgot the series name. Ain't that nothing? We're going to be talking about Black men and the Black man made well. That's it. The Black man made well. Yes, it is tax deductible. Mr. Hill, it is tax deductible. So, Mr. Danielle, I'll be talking with you, because we got to get our flyers out. So we're doing the whole series on the Black man made well for the month of February. And on Saturday, February 21st, I will be hosting the Rising 100 conference for middle school and high school young men. That is going to be 100% free in the city of Pomona. I'm so excited about it. Stay tuned for the flyers about that, because we have to pour into the next generation now if we want to see great things. So again, have a blessed evening. And always remember, in this journey called life, we don't want you to continue to secretly suffer in silence in the shadow of shame, but we want you to speak up, speak out, and live your best life. We'll see you next week. Take care and God bless. Enjoy your life, be free, be mine. Enjoy your life.